What's up, Raiders? Chase is Great here, wishing you the very best of luck topside. Today in this video, I'm going to share with you how I made 10 million space coins and how to become a Loot Goblin. So basically what I've been doing is farming a bunch of Queen reactors and Matriarch cores. They sell for about 1,300 space currency. So that's pretty much one of the most valuable things in the game. I've been farming a lot of those to sell those. Alright, so I have about 350 hours topside and 500 hours in the game. I found 74 out of 77 blueprints, and just in this week I became first in trials. Well, that probably won't last very long, so I got to continue to keep up that high score, but I'm pretty proud with my placement in this week trial so far. Alright, so let's talk about what I like to take out on my raids and what's in my inventory. I definitely like a looting Mark III, the Survivor. I like to have a medium shield. I usually take one of the legendary weapons. A Hull Cracker is great. Deadline is also great. A bunch of ammo for my weapons that I'm bringing. A Raider Hatch key. A defibrillator in case I want to revive anyone. A bunch of heals, bunch of shield rechargers. In my safe pocket, I make sure I bring a snap hook, a photoelectric cloak, and an acoustic guitar to celebrate after we take down the Queen or Matriarch. So, the photoelectric cloak is one of the most important items, gadgets you need to bring in on your raids. It keeps you from being found or identified by the Ark, so you can get in close, get that loot, and get out. Alright, the next great combination is a snap hook and a deadline. As you can see here, with the snap hook, you can get right up on the big arc and then place those deadlines down for massive damage. So the snap hook and the deadline combination are a must-have for any Loot Goblin loadout. As you can see there, massive damage. She hadn't even had to sit down. Alright, so make sure you're bringing the Hull Cracker, the Ailion, the Jupiter, or the Equalizer out on your runs. These legendary weapons are the only things that really strip down that arc armor quickly and put in those high damage rates on the big arc. So, let's hop into the middle of the raid and check out and see exactly what I do when I'm being a Loot Goblin. So here we are at a lootable piece from the Queen and stripping off that Queen reactor and the magnetic accelerators. And as soon as I get done looting that thing, I pull out my photoelectric cloak so I can't be noticed by the Queen or the Rocketeer or anything that's, out there. I stay under cover with that photoelectric cloak. Super important. Alright, so running back into cover, heal up, check the surroundings here. Somebody's looking for a Rocketeer. Got the good old Trailblazer out. If you don't have a direct line on the arc with the Trailblazer, you're going to completely miss, so that's exactly what I did there. Alright, so one of the main keys or points of fighting these large arc is to strip off its armor pieces and to loot the valuable loot that's inside. Like this guy, you have to be very careful not to get stepped on by the Queen. Unfortunately for him, he got stepped on and allowed me to loot that lootable piece. Alright, sorry buddy, but just being a Loot Goblin. Okay, heal up, recharge the shield. Every time you run out and run back in, you're going to have to heal up. Alright, more pieces, stripping off here. That's exactly what we want to do. Keep doing that. And keep, trying to get her to come to you to one side. Strip off the pieces from the other side so she is kind of distracted. And she's going to two different locations, two different spots. She kind of gets stuck there, but this would have been a great place to put a deadline on, but I didn't have a deadline right here. But I'm going to run out and see if I can't get these lootable parts. Try not to get noticed. Oh, but I am noticed. And she sets me ablaze with that one. And steps on me too. For good measure. I should have been using my photoelectric cloak on that one. Oh well. Alright, get the shield recharged up. And try to heal up again here. Yeah, heal up. Alright, back to doing some damage. Trying to strip off some parts. More parts here. Up. We'll take advantage of her being turned around and loot this lootable part. Or Raider down right there. I would say the Equalizer and the Hole Cracker combination is the best way to strip off the Queen or the Matriarch's armor the fastest. Definitely bring a wolf pack with you. It'll help soften her up a little bit. And the deadlines also just completely massacre them. So, alright. Doing some more damage, as you can see. Just the armor just melts off. And these legendary weapons are kind of ridiculous. Here we go. Here's more armor just melting off. Come on. Alright. Gonna try to get over here. Try not to get noticed. But she's looking right at me. I'm gonna... Yep. Got stepped on. Deserved. But looks like she's distracted at the moment. Got other raiders on her, so I'm going to loot these lootable parts. What am I up to? 4 Queen reactors so far. There wasn't one Queen reactor in that part, but sometimes you'll run into that. Alright, but we do have a reactor in that one, so I'm up to 5. Pretty happy about that so far. I am over cucumbered. Need to get back in the harvester and heal up. It looks like my shield is broken. So maybe next time I should bring 2 shields. That might not be a bad idea. Alright. So, just going to try to stay in cover now. And do a little bit of damage to her. From under cover. And try to heal up. Maybe not get headshot by the guy behind me. Duck down, but just try to do damage to these joints here, and let's heal up a little bit. Alright, continuing to do damage from full cover here. Poke out. So she's smoking, very good sign. That means we're doing well. Doing well. And, oh, now she's on fire. Sweet. Looks like we got a few people that have the equalizers, so we're all doing a bunch of damage on her. Keep picking away. Keep picking away. A nice direct line there. I got my own laser beam there, Queen. Right. Alright, so once the large arc, the Queen or the Matriarch, is really on fire, you want to be placing yourself in a position where you can loot the ball. You want to be either directly underneath the Queen or the Matriarch to get the ball drop to you, because you have like a second before other raiders are going to get to it. So make sure you have really good placement to get to the loot ball, so you can get 3 reactors out of each of those each time. So basically that's what I've been doing. Repeat this process and you will be rich and successful as a loot goblin like I am. Alright, so this same theory and method works for the Matriarch as well, as you can see here. Yeah, once the Matriarch or the Queen is distracted by other raiders, swoop in and get those lootable parts. It's all about just getting there first and being the most aggressive, being the most cunning, and one of the sneakiest players in the lobby to be, one of the richest ones to come out of the raids. So here you see, busted out the photoelectric cloak. None of you can notice me. I'm looting the lootable part, getting all the good stuff out of it, and yeah, basically going undercover. The photoelectric cloak is by far one of the best gadgets in the game. I swear by it on all my raids. Alright, so as you can see, the Matriarch, it's on fire now, so I want to locate myself, position myself to where I think the loot ball might go. So on Blue Gate, it always rolls downhill from wherever you're at, so make sure that you're downhill from the Queen or the Matriarch. That's all. Right, looted that. I got a bomb, I got a rocket on me, but no worries. And as you can see, boom, Matriarch destroyed, and the ball, I was right next to the ball. Perfect placement for that. I think I come out with about a little over 200,000 on this raid, so super happy about that. Man, that's how I do it, guys. That's how I got my 10 million. That's how to be a good loot goblin. And basically, you know, you might be pissing off your whole lobbies, but you're going to be super rich. Alright, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please drop me a like. Please subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you all on Topside. Thanks for watching.